Hello, here I am, hello. A very, very good evening. I'm back from my cruise. It's lovely to have you company. My name's Sean Van, and you are watching, of course, the Planet Cruise TV show. We're live this Tuesday, and I tell you what, we've got some amazing offers with savings of up to £1,000. And I'm joined by a great friend of mine. I've missed him. I've not seen him for 3 weeks. Keith,
where have you been?
I've been on a cruise.
You've been on the longest cruise in the world.
Yeah, I know.
And I heard you did loads of butch things like 4x4ing and things like
well,
that.
actually, yeah. For me, I was quite butcher. Yeah, I went on an all-terrain vehicle. I did a zip wire in Jamaica. What else did I do?
River tubing? Was it
river tubing? I did.
Tubing?
Yeah, I was honestly, I loved it. I had a great time.
What was your highlight?
All the food and drink. No, I just had a great time overall. I was with Celebrity who were coming on later, and I was so well looked after.
And you've even still got a bit of healthy glow and tan.
I have got a bit of a tan, yeah. Yeah. I've still got the tan line, Keith. Yeah. Don't get too excited. Now, for those of you that have never seen the show and you don't know Keith, Keith loves cruising as much as I do. You worked on the ships for many years.
Many years. 12 years as a cruise director, and then 3 years, of course, doing this show as well. Getting a chance to chat to everyone about how much we love cruising.
And Planet Cruise, an amazing company to book with. Multi-award winning, actually. We've got a list of reasons why you should book tonight.
That's right. Well, you see, when you give us a call, you'll see all the people you speak to, how experts in their field, first-hand knowledge, many of them worked on board the ships as well. Outstanding track record for customer service, company 96% online feedback. And again, we work with all cruise lines, all the ships. We give you independent advice. We're not going to be biased towards one particular company, and we tailor-make it. So we can give you a stay at the start, at the end. We can do something completely unique just for you.
And great prices, needless to say.
Yeah,
amazing savings.
Price match, actually. So if you see it cheaper elsewhere, get back in contact with us.
And a free phone number, of course, as well. But we've got 6 cruises. We've got a river cruise coming up. We've got cruises for this year, cruises for next year. We've got Canada. We've got a nice little cheeky cruise on the Canaries. Something for everyone, Keith.
We do.
But we're going to start off with MSC, and it's a 7-night Greek Isles cruise. An amazing price. Just looking here, wow, it's $679 on this one. And beautiful, beautiful places.
Really great itinerary, this. Great chance to head out to the Eastern Mediterranean, and of course MSC really turning a lot of heads because they've got big, beautiful ships.
Oh yes,
great European ambience.
Ships like this, Keith.
I know, and you can see one of the other companies that we're #1 for in the UK. So again, if you are going to book for MSC, why not do it through us, because we are their #1 agent. As you can see, these ships are stunning. That's one of the almost semi-infinity pools.
I was going to say it's an infinity pool.
Yeah, really, really good. I mean, if you go online and have a look, we've done some great video footage of touring around these beautiful ships. In fact, there we go. That's me getting some ice cream. Would you believe? I was expecting to see that. But they really are. They're stunning ships. You've got Swarovski crystal staircases. You know, you've got the fact that many times children under the age of 18 get to sail for free. You've got wines from all over Italy. You've got this great kind of international feel where you get people from all over Italy and the Mediterranean. So you're not going to be surrounded necessarily by loads of Brits. It's going to be a great international feel. Good company.
And I tell you what, just seeing that ship, briefly there, you will never, ever be bored on a cruise ship. Now, this starts off with a flight, and it's actually a flight from Manchester as well. I know a lot of our northern viewers always, appreciate it when we actually have flights from Manchester. We could, of course, arrange London, but the prices are based on Manchester. So, out of Manchester, and we're flying to... What?
That was great. Was that your Manchester accent?
Well, it was an attempt at one, yeah.
It sounded like Yorkshire.
It's close.
It's across the border.
But then we go to Venice.
OK, out of Venice. I love it. OK, 7 nights out of Venice. You've got that wonderful sail out. I'll talk about Venice in more detail later because we feature it in another itinerary. But let's be say that it's a great start, probably the best start you can have to any cruise. Barry's your first port of call, situated on the heel of the boot-shaped company that we know as Italy. Great opportunity to explore the old town, which dates back to Norman times, to wander around and just soak up again the wonderful sunshine and the great kind of olive trees, and also head out to Sassy, where you can see Mel Gibson filmed Passion of the Christ. So if you're a fan of that movie and some of the architecture, head out there. Next, you're going through to Cataclon, so you're now going from Italy to Greece. This is a sleepy place that's very, very famous because it gives you a chance to go to ancient Olympia, where the Olympic flame is always lit, and of course to find out about the history of the Olympic Games, and also to go and maybe see how olive oil is created in the local area and some of the local wineries. The Mercurio winery, I recommend it. OK, from Cataclon, you're then next off to Santorini, probably my favourite of the ports in this particular itinerary, and really in the whole of Greece. Hollowed out volcano, filled with water, and lots of beautiful little sugar cube houses with these blue domes that sit on the Caldera edge. There's hot springs, there's sweet wine, great views where you'll see lovers entwined, great walks, black sand beaches, you name it, you've got it.
Isn't it nice to get to see all these different places?
It's incredible.
Isn't it?
It really is incredible. And this, sailing into this, Sean, it's like, you know, if you don't fall in love with cruising, just sailing into this one port alone and sailing away, I don't know what you want to do, because it's one of the greatest things you'll ever do. Athens is next. You know, you dock in Piraeus. It's a short trip into Athens. You've got the Acropolis, of course, the mighty Parthenon, which has stood for over 2,000 years on the top, sun-bleached. You've got the little Monostrati street markets and everything else. OK, we're then through to Corfu. Corfu, beautiful, big Mediterranean island. Millions of silvery olive trees gracing the hillside, the scent of lemon blossom in your nose. Monrepos, just a 15-minute walk from the old town, which is about a 15-minute walk from where you dock. Explore the old town, go and see the old British cemetery, walk round. It's very cheap, actually, I find, Corfu. Great chance to sit and get a coffee, maybe get some local food, and then head up if you want to the Achillean Palace, renowned for its architecture and the setting of For Your Eyes Only, the Bond film. Next, we're going through to Kotor, Montenegro. It's a tiny republic in southeast Europe. Of course, the scenery is jaw-dropping, and it's because of this wonderful sailing. You want to be on deck at least an hour and a half before you arrive. It's southern Europe's longest fjord, and the actual city is a walled city that's burrowed into the hillside. You can walk the walls, explore the ancient maritime museum, or do the old wine road as well. If you're like you and me, but like a bit of the red stuff.
Oh, definitely. Just thinking, they're really beautiful ports in this one, aren't they?
They're really great ports. You know, you've got a good time of year you're going. It's going to be nice and warm. You're going to get sunshine. You know, you're going to come back with a tan. You're going to come back so relaxed. This is my favourite part of the Mediterranean to cruise around, Sean. It's a great price. It really is.
And then, of course, back to Venice, where you disembark, and you've got your flight back to Manchester. Just going to show you this stunning ship. If you haven't cruised before, ships today are floating resorts, masses of choice when it comes to restaurants, bars, entertainment, and they do work at exceptional value as well. So just to remind you, the price on this one, if you go for that lead date, starts at just $679. You've got return flights from Manchester. We could find you flights from London, of course, just for supplement. And my advice, to get all of that natural light into your stateroom, you can actually upgrade to an ocean view from under £6 per person per night. And the balcony is available from only $799, which again is exceptional for balcony.
The balcony is great because you're going to have more space and you're going to have a permanent access to the outside. So when you do arrive in Kotor, Sean, as you know, and people that do want to sail on the balcony, that's it, that's all they do, you'll be able to just head out onto your balcony and see the arrival from your own personal bit of paradise. So
great prices across the different staterooms. Now, our next cruise. Actually, I had a little smile when I saw this one, because my very first cruise was on this ship, on the Independence of the Seas, and she's still one of my absolute favourites, and one of yours, with the one and only Royal Caribbean. Now, this has only just recently been released, and you can get away for the best part of 2 weeks, 12 nights to the Canaries, at a price for just, wow, £879, and only a deposit of £150 needed tonight. And if you do book a balcony or above, you'll actually get free parking as well. But for this ship, to get this price is exceptional. So we're going to take you on board. The clip film we're going to see is the Navigator of the Seas, but it gives you an idea of what life is like with Royal Caribbean.
And you're very right, you know, when you say their ship is a destination in itself, Sean, particularly with Royal Caribbean, because like you see, whether it's the rock walls, you know, whether it's the ice rinks, just the oodles of open space where you can get involved with sports, or whether you can, you know, just soak up the sun and enjoy a cocktail. There's literally so much to do with Royal Caribbean, and it's multi-generational cruising, which is so important, because you can go with young ones, you can go with older ones, with anyone. You know, it's literally, there'll always be something for you to do. And as you can see there in Johnny Rockets, which features on all their ships, it's their 1950s, 1960s American diner. They dance, they sing.
I remember taking my nephew there on his 15th birthday, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet he loved it.
Oh, and I loved the Royal Promenade.
Again, a classic feature on Royal Caribbean ships, where they have street parties led by the cruise director and live music with brass bands. You've also got the wonderful shows in the main theatre. There's so much to see and do.
And that is you know, the Independence is genuinely one of my favourite ships of all time. And Keith, looking at this, you know, you've got guaranteed great weather, haven't you?
Guaranteed great weather. I mean, the fact that this is booking now for next year, it's really, really incredible because this is a very, very good price for booking early. It means you can really plan your whole year knowing you've got this great holiday in the bag.
And by booking early, there's a huge saving on this, and you can get this cruise for under £880. So another advantage, it's from Southampton as well. Which I do love because it just means you've got no airports, no flights, your holiday starts straight away.
Absolutely, it does. You've got a relaxing day at sea to enjoy all the ship has to offer, then you hit Vigo. And this is a great, amazing place. It's real Spain. It's the place where Spaniards come to actually holiday in their own country, which should say a lot.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Great seafood on your front doorstep. You can really get tucked into the local fish market. I really recommend that. You've also got Santiago de Compostela, one of the greatest Christian pilgrimages, which is also available from here. Or you can head out to the Albarino wine country, which of course has had international acclaim in the last few years. Next you're in Lisbon, so you've now gone from Spain to Portugal, the capital, the sailing on the Tagus River. It's magical. Sailing under the bridge you're going to see next, which is, you know, really special. You just creep underneath if the captain's careful. And then when you dock up, you get a chance to explore an amazing hilly city full of custard tarts, full of these bright yellow trams that clatter up and down the Baxia and the Barrier Alto. Remember, 2 numbers for your tram trips, 28 and 15. They're 2 of the best public transport trips you can do anywhere in the world. Some of these are over 100 years old, and it's the best way to get around.
I love trams. I don't know what it is about them.
Oh, they're magical. Yeah. I think they've got a real romance to it. You know, they really do, Sean. And 15 will take you out to this place here, and you're going to see next to Bellum Tower. So tram 15 will take you down along the seafront to here, and also the fantastic Monuments of Discoveries as well. Okay, from here, from Lisbon, you've got another relaxing day at sea before you then hit Lanzarote.
And I'm just thinking, you know, the temperature's going to be rising, you're going to be doing some sunbathing.
It is, Sean, and of course, now you're in the place where you do get 355 days of sunshine a year.
You'd be very unlucky to get bad weather, wouldn't you?
You'd be very, very unlucky, because here you've got golden dunes of sand that stretch off. Lanzarote, renowned, of course, for the Timofey National Park, these huge mountains of solidified lava, incredible landscape to explore, and of course, miles upon miles of beach, and you'll recognise it from a lot of film, because Planet of the Apes, so many different places filmed here. Then from Lanzarote, Gran Canaria, your second of the Canary Islands. Again, pretty whitewashed villages, gorgeous stretches of sand and azure water to explore. And you have with this incredible architecture as well, the Spanish colonial architecture that you're seeing there with the wonderful church. Great place to go and head off. Head into the Urukos Mountains is my recommendation. Maybe go for the banana plantations and head to the banana capital itself, Urukos, which is just magical. Tenerife is next. Tenerife, great if you want to head out and maybe do some dolphin spotting. Great if you want to head to Lora Park, if you're there with the family, see all the different shows that they offer, the sea lion, parrot shows and much, much more. But of course Mount Teed is the real highlight, and massive national park which you can go and explore. It's Spain's highest mountain.
Do you know, I used to go to Tenerife, you know, when I was a child, and I only ever went to the commercial places, but I realised in the past few years there's so many beautiful, tranquil places.
There really is. And the big mistake a lot of people make with the Canary Islands, Sean, is they could book a hotel, they go and stay on that hotel, they never move outside the hotel, apart from to walk maybe into a local town. They do not go and explore, and they are beautiful islands, and very, very misrepresented.
Yeah,
so this is a great opportunity to really see that in detail. Then, Funchal, Madeira, the place I want to retire to. So next we're...
Not long now, Keith.
No, not long. And then you've got the hanging basket of the Atlantic. You can, you know, enjoy afternoon tea as Winston Churchill used to, looking down on your ship high up in the mountains at Reed's Palace. You can explore some of the biggest and most dramatic coastal cliffs in the world that you're seeing here, and of course you can maybe go to the traditional flower market, see all the people dressed up in their local costume. You can go tobogganing down from Mont, down from the wonderful flower gardens all the way down back to the bottom, and definitely try espadada. They're wonderful. Kind of, it's like a meat on skewers that hangs down, and it literally melts in the mouth. It's magical. Relaxing day at sea, and then you hit La Coruña, which is a city that has a lot of links to the sea. It's got an incredible 10-kilometre called the Paseo Maritimo, which is this huge, great walking place all the way around the outside. Go and walk that.
And then a final day at sea on board that beautiful ship, and then disembarking, of course, in Southampton. Now, we did feature last week one of these early bookings from Royal Caribbean, and it was a top seller. We think the same is going to happen with this one. 879, huge early booking savings. If you go for the balcony, you'll get free parking as well. And very important, you can secure your place tonight from only £150 per person. Don't forget, it's a free phone open. Is it 10:30 tonight, Keith?
10:30 tonight.
Yep. So if you want to give us a call and speak to one of our advisors, it's 0203 6969 457.
Charles just got in touch on Twitter and says, at B for Key if you're at Planet Cruise if you want to contact us live and we get a mention. And she says, do you want to retire so you can just eat custard tarts?
Custard tarts do feature in your retirement, don't they, Keith?
They do, yes, definitely. Tarts generally feature in my retirement. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's just, custard, cream, you know.
Any tart. I've got to say, when I do finally retire, and I'll be there before Keith, I do intend to spend most of my retirement, if I can afford it, going on cruises. I really do. Now, Keith, I think I've been on 22 cruises now. I've been very lucky, but I've yet to experience a river cruise, and it's really getting towards the top of my list now. We've got a great river cruise now.
It's the fastest growing section of the cruise industry.
Yeah.
And of course, the cruise industry is still the fastest growing section of the travel industry. This is, if you're going to do one, Sean, this would be the one I would choose on top of everything else because it will give you a chance to really see all the big hitters in China.
Well, actually, I mean, honestly, you've got so many amazing places in this one. There's a little overview of what you could be experiencing on board the Viking Emerald. So we do get to see some fantastic countries,
it's a 12-day cruise, as you can see there, and you're going to get a chance to go through incredible... That's basically sailing down the Yangtze. You're going to get a chance to do all the big hits, Terracotta Army, Tiananmen Square, Shanghai. The magic. You go to a local school that the Viking River Cruise is sponsored. You're seeing pictures of the children there. It's an incredible itinerary. And just look there. You'll get a chance to literally hit every single big thing and even hug a panda. And
we should say as well, if you think the price looks low on this one, it is actually £1,000 lower than the brochure. It is,
and if you cruise with Viking before, then you get another £100 per person.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. So if you have cruised with Viking before, definitely ring up and say that and get extra.
And a deposit only as well. And loads of things included, we'll talk about that a little bit later on, but so much is included. But I want to see how gorgeous the actual ship is, because I always imagine, I think I used to think that, a river cruise wasn't going to be that luxurious, and with Viking, they're stunning ships, aren't they?
Really, really. And they've been voted Best River Cruise Line at the British Travel Awards for the 5th year in a row recently. They win multiple awards. Beautiful big ships.
Yeah.
Very, very high level of service. And they talk about the Viking experience, where you have the onboard, kind of director who will advise you what to do. You get a tailor that travels with you. He can make your traditional clothing when you're there. Obviously, you will pay a bit extra for that, but you get the opportunity to have that experience. You're going to have food that matches where you're sailing as well as European specials. So it's real cultural immersion. You also get a great opportunity to enjoy what are the largest suites in river cruising along the Yangtze.
Oh, really?
Okay, even the suites all include a veranda as well. It's just 256 guests, so it's a very personal experience. Hotel-style beds. You've got an English-speaking crew, of course. You've got marble floors, crystal chandeliers, skylit 5-storey atrium that you saw there. It really is a wonderful opportunity to have luxury.
Does look nice. I don't know about you at home, but I think the best thing to do when you come back from holiday is start planning your next cruise. Don't you?
This is it. I bet you've already been planning your next one.
I am tonight. Look at that. So it starts off with a flight from the UK over to Shanghai. We're actually staying here, aren't we, in a hotel?
You are. 2 nights stay in Shanghai, Sean. One of East Asia's big hitters. I love it. City on the sea is what it translates to. Home to 23 million people. You'll see them practicing Tai Chi in the very early morning from 5 a.m. onwards in the shadow of the Jade Buddha. Go and explore the garden you just saw there. It dates back to the 16th century, the Yungan Garden, right in the centre of the old city. Shady paths leading past pools brimming with bright orange carp. And go and try some dim sum. Be warned, they're addictive. It's the little Chinese dumplings.
And we do get, included in the price, we do get a tour of Shanghai.
That's right. You get lunch in a local restaurant. You get to see the world-famous Shanghai acrobatic troupe. I trained them all personally. They're going to give you a great show, don't worry.
And then you're transferred, Keith, is that right?
That's right. From a hotel to the airport, you fly Shanghai to Wuhan, and then you board River Cruises Viking Emerald, and you get 6 nights river cruising. Okay. So the first is an overnight on board in Wuhan. You get to go to the Provincial Museum, which contains thousands of priceless ancient artefacts. The most famous is the chime bells, and there are 3,000 of them, and you can see them played. Twice a day they get played, so you get a chance to do that. Next day you're in Jingshu in China. You visit an elementary school sponsored by Viking River Cruises. You'll be entertained by the children. Then you return to the ship for more scenic cruising. Then the next day, Three Gorges Dam. incredible. Going through the Shilling Gorge, it's the longest of the three gorges. After lunch, you'll then disembark for a tour of the Three Gorges Dam on smaller boats. You get to see all about the engineering masterpiece that it is and what it means for local Chinese people. You return to your ship and then you sail through the 5-stage locks of the Three Gorges. Incredible experience, it really, really is. Particularly for anyone that's interested in engineering and shipping and how it works. It's incredible. Very, very picturesque. Then the next day, the lesser of the Three Gorges, you're going to cruise in the morning through what's a place called Witch's Gorge, which is magnificent for its scenery. You saw some of the images in some of the VT that we showed you earlier, the video. And you will get a chance to see also the hanging coffins of the Bar people. Which are incredible, and it's literally on this ancient plank road which is carved into the cliffside. It's magical. Next day you're in Shimboja in China. You get to visit the temple, a 12-storey pavilion built in 1650 that you're seeing there. Tour the pavilion before returning on board for lunch. Remember, all these tours are included in the price, all included, which makes it such good value. And then day 10 in Chongqing. This is where you disembark and you are transferring to the airport, but on the way you are going to Chongqing Zoo, and that's where you get to see these gorgeous pandas. Really, really gorgeous. I mean, this is, again, it's got to be on the top of everyone's bucket list. It's an incredible opportunity to see not only the pandas, but other exotic species as well. Then you get lunch in a local restaurant, and then they fly you to Chiang. And this is an incredible opportunity for you to see ancient China now at its very best. You'll get a dinner at a wonderful hotel there, and this is where it now goes landside. The next day they're going to take you out to the Terracotta Warriors. Incredible opportunity to enjoy the Terracotta Warriors and also the Great Wall of China that you saw photos of there. So incredible, 2 massive great tours for you to enjoy. Then you'll transfer from the hotel, fly from Chiang to Beijing. You get a 3-night stay in Beijing, and when you're in Beijing, when you're in before that, well, I apologise, in Chiang, you will just be doing the Terracotta Warriors, not the Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China tour is here when you've gone through. So apologies for any confusion there in Beijing, and that's where you get to the Great Wall of China. Once guided by over 1 million people, you get to walk the whole of it. It'll take you about 2 months. Just after breakfast, that'll be. Then you also get a chance to go back, and then you'll enjoy the Ming Dynasty tombs. You get to enjoy have a Peking duck for dinner, which is incredible. And then the next day it's Tiananmen Square and the Forbidden City. Again, 2 big hitters. The amazing Tiananmen Square, which accommodates over 1 million people, and then the UNESCO World Heritage Site of the Forbidden City. Nearly 1,000 buildings behind these huge 26-foot walls. Now,
Keith, just remind us what's included on the actual river cruise itself. You mentioned that all of your tours are included.
Yeah, all your tours are included. You've got your internet as well that's included. I think we've got a slide coming up now, actually. You're seeing some great images of the ship and how luxurious it is. But have a look at this, Sean. So you've got the 6-day Yangtze River cruise in the veranda stateroom. You've got 2 nights in Shanghai and Chiang and 3 nights in Beijing. You visit the Panda Zoo in Chongqing. You get the Great Wall of China, Tiananmen Square, Forbidden City, Terracotta Warriors, all your big hitters of China. Complimentary wine, beer and soft drinks on board, lunch service and dinner. 3 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. I'll say that again, 3 UNESCO World Heritage Sites.
Tell you what, as well, I've just noticed that the regional flights are free from
11 different UK airports. It's fantastic. Wherever you are in the UK, we can get you out here. This is incredible. And 2016 sailings are also available. So though this is for 2017, we do still have 16.
And the only thing we would say, with you only getting around about 250 passengers per ship, you obviously do need to book quite quickly for this one.
Absolutely.
Price-wise, let's just share that with you, because this represents, I think, extraordinary value. But we have got dates right the way from March through to November, of course, as well. Now, we have verandas available at those prices, but we do also have junior suites and single price as well. Pretty good on the singles, actually. Very good.
When you consider what you get, and what you've got to remember when you're looking at this back at home is, when you put on all the tours every day, when you put in all your flights, all your food, you put in all those drinks as well, which are complimentary. All of that on top of this, it's incredibly good value. It really is. And the land tour.
And it's all organised beautifully for you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to go like clockwork. It's going to be so smooth. It takes all the stress out of the travel.
I don't like to engage my brain too much on a cruise, and you don't have to.
No, you don't. You don't. You want to relax. It's your holiday. You want to unwind.
So remember, for that price starting at just $2,389, you've got all return flights, and they're from all over the UK. You've got those extra nights in first-class hotels, of course, as well, including Shanghai and Beijing. all of your tours are included, and that's the Great Wall of China, Tiananmen Square there, the Forbidden City, and the Terracotta Warriors. And we can save you £1,000 off the brochure price if you book tonight on that free phone number. Or, of course, go on our website, Planet Cruise. Now, what a show so far, Keith.
Yeah, some great cruises there.
Yeah. Nice to be back, actually. Did you miss me, by the way?
I absolutely missed you, mate. I've been crying myself to sleep every night.
I'm
I
sure.
had to change my pillow every night. It was sodden. Absolutely sodden.
Don't believe that for a second. Now, no, I should have sent in some pictures of my cruise, shouldn't I?
You did. You promised you would.
I know.
You didn't.
But I thought it would
I
be
thought
mean.
you'd forgotten me. I thought you'd moved on.
No, I just thought it'd be mean to, show you pictures of my cruise. So instead, we're going to show Karen's. Here she is.
Yeah, this is our Planet Cruise Capture. Hashtag Planet Cruise Capture. If you want to post your photos via social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. Thank you, Karen, for this. This is taken into Dubrovnik on board Constellation Celebrity Ship.
Now, the company you worked for, Cunard.
Yes, Cunard.
You can actually pre-register with them today, can't you?
Can. For the 2017 sailings, the World Cruise 2018, and again, great opportunity for you to get in touch with us, and we can basically secure you some very important things. We're going to see this now. Why register? Why register with us? Well, you get a 10% discount. That includes a 5% past passenger discount and a 5% discount from us. You get onboard spending money or port parking. It's only a low deposit. Your choice of cabin number, your location of cabin, which is very important for a lot of people. And you get first priority for your dining choice. Flexibility to change your booking, price match guarantee, and you can book securely because we're ABTEL and ATOL bonded.
It really, honestly, it really is worth doing that. But we're going to the phone lines, apparently. And I always get quite excited because honestly, we don't have a clue what's going to be said right now. And that is the absolute truth.
particularly when Glenn's on the phone.
Well, his picture's there, so I know we're going to be speaking to Glenn. How are you, Glenn?
I haven't got a clue what's going on either.
That makes three of us, Glenn.
Just generally that is in life, but there you go. Hey guys, how are you? You all right?
We're
thanks,
great, thank you, Glenn. Right then, you must have. I presume you've got a deal in front of you right now, Glenn, is that right?
Yeah, we just had a little cheeky deal come in from MSC, which is very, very popular. We do a lot of these, and we've got one on the Magnifica. We've got 4 dates, actually, starting on the 9th of April, Venice, Greek Isles and Croatia cruise. 9th of April, great ports of call on this one, Venice, Kataklon, Mykonos, Athens, Dubrovnik, in and out of Venice on this one, and they've just dropped the price on this. So we've got the inside starting at $649, but the good thing about this, you can upgrade to the balcony for the same price, $649 with flights from Gatwick.
For balcony?
Wow.
For a balcony cabin, 7-night cruise altogether. We've actually got the dates going on the 9th of April, and then it goes up by £20 on the 16th, and then £50 on the 30th of April and the 7th of May. Just been dropped in price now, and balconies are starting at $649,
wow.
7-night cruise.
Brilliant. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you very much. That's incredible.
Yeah. Glenn, we should get our ladies and gents to call for that tonight, would you recommend, yeah?
Yeah, as I said, it's literally just come in now, Sean, and
Yeah.
MSC have just given us it exclusively to the telly, and as I said, this is going to shift tonight, so this could be one of the hot flyers tonight.
$649 for 7 nights balcony out of Venice.
That is really good, isn't it? Glenn, thank you so much.
No problem, guys. I'll see you in a few weeks when I get up there, but have a great night and enjoying the show.
We will see you on the sofa soon.
Take care,
mate.
Glenn.
See you, Glenn. That was good, wasn't it? 649 for balcony. The dates were all the way across April, weren't they?
They were.
Yeah.
And again, if you're sailing out of Venice on that itinerary, it's going to be nice and warm, good sunshine, great ports, Mykonos in there. Wow.
Right. Give us a call for that one. The prices have just come down. But I tell you what, I've been very lucky to I think I've done about 22 cruises now. 4-star cruises are fantastic, but when you ever are able to go up a star and go to 5-star, the experience is even better. And we've actually got a 5-star cruise right now with Holland America. Check out that price, £820. And I'm looking, this is for 2 weeks, by the way. Keith. So my voice was a bit high there. Keith. 2 weeks
Only
with
the
a
back surgery.
5-star company for £819. That's...
It's a really
Isn't it?
good price, and it's on board a gorgeous ship, Oosterdam, as well.
We forgot to mention, by the way, before you even get on your 12-night cruise, you get 2 nights free in Venice in a 4-star hotel.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to say tonight because there's a lot of good value here, but this possibly is probably the greatest value. Really incredible. So you've got that 2-night stay in Venice Madeira. Venice, 117 islands, 150 canals, 400 bridges. You can enjoy it from a gondola. You can maybe pop through and see the views from the top of the wonderful basilica in St Mark's Square. You can sail over to Murano or Burano and see the lace and the glass making. See it all from the Rialto. Just one cornetto. Other ice creams are available. Give it to me. That's what I always want to sing when I see these places. But it's incredible.
And of course, just imagine you singing that in Venice.
Best thing to do. Do you know what best thing to do in Venice? I'll tell you what. It's just to get lost. Yeah. Seriously. Just get lost because you'll find a little part of it which is just for you. And if you want really good local, the best food in the whole of Venice, head to the Lido. Place where Byron used to swim in the old days, and it's a great place. You see all the local people going there for their pasta and their pizza.
I mean, it is one of the most beautiful places in the world. But you've had your 2 nights there in your 4-star hotel. Then you're going to be treated to a 12-night 5-star cruise with Holland America. And let's take a look. I mean, 5-star here, Keith.
Yeah, 5-star. They're a great company, Sean. They're known for their food. They're known for their luxurious surroundings. Again, you're getting beautiful, beautiful ships with top-of-the-market facilities. So you've got these gorgeous big spas where you can go and relax and unwind and get massaged and relax. I love those hot beds. Those are the hot beds where they're heated. Yeah,
they're nice,
and give you great views off the side of the ship as well. Maybe you want to soak up the sunshine outside, head to the gym. Maybe you want to go to the reception and get the iPod that you can put in, and it will take you around and tell you about all the artwork. There's millions of pounds of artwork all the way around the outside of these ships. And again, great food. You saw Canaletto's there, the Italian restaurant. Great classic Neapolitan pizza.
Now, we've got a day at sea. We're going to visit Corfu, which we talked about earlier, and then Catataron, which we spoke about earlier as well.
We did, tracing the ancient Olympic routes there, and then you're right through to quite a rare port actually, which is nice here, Nafio in Greece, one of Greece's prettiest towns actually, and you can see where it's got a beautiful setting there. And the narrow streets of the old town are filled with these elegant Venetian houses and neoclassical mansions, and you've got this Palamidi fortress which dominates the whole area. And the big thing to do here is head out to the Corinth Canal. I've sailed through the Corinth Canal on several ships, which is a very rare thing to be able to do. It's an incredible engineering masterpiece, and you'll see ships sailing through, people bungee jumping off it. It's an incredible thing, and I really recommend it. It splits the isthmus of Greece, and it's an incredible piece of engineering. Then we're going through, and you've got an overnight on board in Athens. And this is stunning. You're going to see some great pictures here, of course, the mighty Parthenon on top of the Acropolis. You've got the Monostraki street markets you can go and explore. You can go and watch the changing of the guard, the high kicking in their skirts. Great a chance just to sit maybe in a taverna and soak up some of those wonderful Greek salads and those gorgeous big calamari olives. Try some of the amazing local seafood. Head out to shopping. You know, Athens is brilliant for shopping. It really is a place to hit the credit card quite hard. So you've got an overnight there, 2 days, and then you're off again, and your next port of call is Mykonos. I know, Sean, that you love
I do. One of my favourite islands, actually. And I always find it so relaxing there, so beautiful.
It is. It's just to unwind, the most gorgeous 16th century windmills that you see. Just a real iconic image of Mykonos, but great beaches.
And then, you know, it is so nice just to wander off the ship, explore new places like Mykonos, and then just wander back on.
Absolutely.
Great, isn't it?
With a nice tan. I feel it. Honestly, I need to go.
You're ready for another cruise, aren't you?
I am, I tell you, I'm having withdrawal symptoms. Kusadasi's next in Turkey. So now you're over to the Turkish mainland. Great chance. I call this a land of genuine fake because you can buy anything, just don't believe that it's real. However, Ephesus is the big architectural delight, the big tour, the Library of Celsus, which of course is magical place where Alexander the Great and the Virgin Mary and John the Baptist have all lived.
And Keith, even if you go for the lead date, we're going to be in Turkey, obviously, beginning of May.
Good temperatures.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
Really nice warm temperatures, Sean, absolutely, yeah. And again, if Kusadasi, if all you want to do is the beach day or head to Aqualand with the family, you can do that. Then you're going off to Santorini. We've already talked about Santorini, that hollowed out volcano, which is absolutely stunning. Then you've got a relaxing day at sea before we then hit the mainland of Italy again, Naples. This is great because you've got so many choices. You can explore the Amalfi Coast, you can head over to the island of Capri, you can go to Herculaneum, to Pompeii, you can just explore the UNESCO protected city centre of Naples itself, which is stunning, and of course the birthplace of pizza. There is so much much to do here, but it's a great final port before you then head to Rome and you have to go back to London Gatwick.
Now, again, when you see the amount of the world that you're actually going to be visiting, you're going to be cruising in luxury, 5-star, and there is although 4-star cruises are absolutely excellent, there are some notable differences. With
notable difference, absolutely, in the quality of the cuisine on board, in the choice that you get, in the quality of the service, and how attentive they are, Sean. There is, and of course in the surroundings, you're going to get more space per person. So it's not going to feel. It's always going to feel spacious for you.
Well, Keith and I, we've presented the show for many years, and when we saw the price here for $819, we both agreed it was outstanding. Now, you will get your free 2-night stay in the 4-star hotel in Venice. All your return flights based on London Gatwick. Again, we could change those. Just let us know. We can hope to find an airport nearer to your home. And you do get that overnight on board in Athens as well. And even if you do go for the earlier date, the lead date of 28th of April, you should be getting some great temperatures at that time of the year.
You will, and again, an absolutely great value cruise there, Sean. You're right to point out the difference between 4-star and 5-star, which makes this even more value.
Keith, I've got a bone to pick though.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, is it a big bone?
Well, no, not really, but all I keep hearing my producer and director say is what a brilliant job you're doing. I say, oh, Keith, you're doing great. Have you heard that as well? Well, it's compliment Keith night. Seriously.
You get those compliments on a daily basis, mate, because you're here every day. Well, not every day, 4 days a week. Aren't you?
I've not had those compliments for ages. Anyway, moving on. No, we've got Princess Cruises next. We've also got, by the way, Celebrity, which is going to be our big cruise at the end. But we move on to Princess. Have you seen the show with Princess Cruises, by the way?
The show with Princess Cruises? Yeah. Oh, the new one on TV? No, I've not caught it yet. Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's really good.
I should actually start watching it. Is it when is it?
I won't be watching it on catch-up.
Oh, you've been watching catch-up? Okay,
but, it's very good. But Princess Cruises, I was very lucky to cruise them for the first time last year. And, I was so impressed. They are a wonderful company.
You were won over by them, weren't you?
I really was,
on many different fronts, and I think you commented on the fact, the quality of the food and the variety, as well as the service.
Yeah, it's excellent, really was. And I know Princess Cruises, and we've met many passengers. They have such a loyal following.
They do, because all their ships run on a blueprint. You've got this wonderful kind of town square idea around the atrium, and off it you've got these wonderful cute wine bars, and you'll have spontaneous entertainment just erupting with people just always thinking to keep you on your toes, so you never know what's going to happen. It's got a real excitement and energy. You've got the iconic things they introduced to the industry, like Movies Under the Stars, the kind of chef's table where you get a meal just with just 12 of you while your meal is cooked in front of you by a chef, and you get the menu. You've got the places, the adult-only areas where you can relax, the sanctuary. And again, so many different dining options on board and entertainment options that there is something different to do every night. And that includes comedy clubs, it includes a disco, and it includes these great West End Broadway-style shows. Great.
Now, I don't know if you noticed there were quite a few drinks in that clip of film, in the bars and the restaurants and things. You'd be pleased to know your drinks are going to be included because, yes, we've got an all-inclusive deal on this one. And, that makes such a difference. And it's not just all about alcohol. I do enjoy a drink or two on my cruise, but it's all the things like your bottled water, sodas, coffee,
which do add up. If you don't have that and you are then spending and then you're paying it at the end, it's an opportunity for you to relax and not worry about that.
If I actually had to buy my drinks on a cruise, it would add up to loads because I always have a couple of specialty coffees a day, a couple of bottles of water, and then a little bit of alcohol as well. So, but it is all included. Now, this is a lovely cruise, at least I'm honest, straight from Southampton, isn't it?
It is. It's straight from Southampton, which is easy. And your first port of call is Guernsey, St Peter's Port, one of the prettiest ports in the whole of the Mediterranean. Just 8 miles off the coast of France as well, so slightly warmer than you'll have in the UK. Lots of great countryside to enjoy. 2 great buses that can go either way around the island. You've got the whole tax-free culture, which has led to a proliferation of great restaurants specialising in seafood. Victor Hugo's house, Waterfall House as well, and you've got the German fortifications, because again, this was the only place in the UK that was occupied by the Germans during World War II.
I mean, again, I've only visited Guernsey on a cruise, and it's actually one of the nicest ports ever,
It's
isn't it?
beautiful, Sean. It really is, and it normally gets, when people score at the end, they get Guernsey first. Bordeaux next, after a relaxing day at sea, long been tied to viticulture, of course. In fact, many people call it the most English of the French cities. Great, wonderful city, historic churches, tranquil parks, graceful bridges. You've got the wonderful Louis Square as well, the Gothic clock and the town hall. So much to enjoy. And of course, the chateaus, like Medoc Chateau, which is incredible, these gorgeous ordered vineyards. You can go and explore those in a Cadillac, on bicycle, head out to Hennessy as well, and find out about the finer points of cognac production. So much to see and do. Look brilliant. Bilbao's next, perched on the hills above the rust-coloured waters of the Nervion River. It's a thriving port. It's the commercial centre of the Basque area of Spain. It's a wonderful linear path that runs along the river that I would recommend that you walk. Along there, you'll see the wonderful Guggenheim Museum. Fascinating outside, fascinating inside. And you've also got a chance from Bilbao to head out to San Sebastian, a pretty seaside city that's frequented by the Spanish royals. I love that flower dog. He's really cute.
Is he as big as he looks?
He's huge, yeah. You can see the people down there.
Oh, yeah.
Down the corner, yeah.
It is huge, isn't it?
Yeah, they've got lots of stuff like that along the park, the linear park on the river, the Nervion River. Then La Coruña, incredible city, perfect walking city. Again, I mentioned before, with 10 kilometres. So we've moved on to La Coruña now, and we've got that wonderful 10-kilometre seaside promenade. You've also got the wonderful Tower of Hercules, which is the oldest working lighthouse in the world. It dates back to Roman times, 2,000 years old, and that's the Pedro elevator on San Pedro Mount as well. And it's the birthplace of Zara. So if you want to go shopping for some bargains, head there. So lots to do. So this is a lovely itinerary, and again, a great opportunity for you to get away, all inclusive.
Yeah, and you even get some onboard spend. By the way, you get a final day at sea before you cruise back to Southampton. So just to remind you, it's a great deal that we've got. It's that free all-inclusive drinks package, and over a 7-night cruise, that could be worth to you hundreds and hundreds of pounds. You also get $75 onboard spend, so you can put that towards maybe spa treatment and a tour. And if you're a past passenger like I am, and like so many of you are at home, you will actually get an extra discount, so your price will start at just $8.99. So also some loyalty there towards previous customers.
It's really good. Do you know what, in fact, funnily enough, Bev Chapman got in touch on Twitter here, and she said, is Sean sure it's just 22 cruises he's been on? I would never have guessed. Great show.
I think it is.
Yeah. During the cruise.
There's the drinks package as well. I do feel very lucky to have been on so many cruises, but, you know, once you've experienced your first cruise, you do get hooked, don't you?
You do. Yeah. You're the Uncle Albert of the cruise industry. We've said this. Not that you make the ships sink when you go on them, but just the fact that you've been on every single cruise ship in the world.
I do. I love them. And I hope that if you are new to cruising, you book your first cruise now. Life's too short to miss out. It really is. Now, we're going to finish the show with an amazing once-in-a-lifetime opportunity with Celebrity Cruises, another big favourite of mine, and Keith's, actually. If you've already seen a cruise that you love, give us a call back. It is a free phone number, don't forget. So we've got cruise agents ready to take your call. And even if you haven't seen anything you like, we can find you any cruise with any company. We can make deals, of course, bespoke as well. But, Keith, this last cruise, I'm going to hand over to you, because it's a real bigger, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, deep breath, nervous laugh. It's huge. And it's an incredible itinerary. It really, really is. So you're flying out, first of all, to Vancouver, which is rated to be one of the greatest places that you can live in the world. It really is. It's right up there because of...
And we're there for a night before the cruise, aren't we?
You are. You've got a night there for you to enjoy this wonderful part of the world. And again, it's rated in one of the world's top 5 cities for quality of life. And you can go to Stanley Park, you can taste the oysters in Granville Island Market, you can explore the origins of what was originally called Gastown, because it was originally started by a guy called Gassy Jack. I won't tell you why it was called Gassy Jack. And you can go to the Vancouver Aquarium, see beluga whales, Pacific white-sided dolphins. It's an incredible city, it really is. So much to do and see.
But you then are transferred from the hotel to port, and you embark the stunning Celebrity Infinity for a 7-night cruise.
Yeah, I mean, this is modern luxury. It's a 5-star cruise line. We're both big fans, and again, as you know, Sean, I paid for my first ever cruise last year as a guest.
Rather than working.
Yeah, and I went with Celebrity. I went on a similar class of ship to the Infinity you're seeing here, and I had an amazing time with my partner Mel. We absolutely loved it, and You know, we really enjoyed the luxurious service. We went to Blue. You know, if you go aqua class, you get a chance to enjoy the wonderful services of Blue. But there are so many good restaurants on board. You know, you can have the sushi lollipops. And maybe you can go through and try wonderful steak or pasta. They have a gelateria on board, which you're seeing there for the ice cream. And you get a great opportunity as well to taste wines from around the world. In fact, in the main restaurant, you know, you have a huge wine rack.
I mean, I've just come back from a celebrity cruise, and I have cruised with Celebrity 5 times, I think, now. And I wasn't disappointed at all. In fact, they exceeded my already very high expectations. Yeah. But Keith, this is a part of the world I've never been to, so I can't wait for you to talk us through.
Well, you're going to sail out of Vancouver. You're then sailing through the Inside Passage. It's a complex labyrinth of fjords and bays where whales and sea lions find refuge during the summer months. You're seeing some of the amazing pictures. That's your start, and it's an incredible start. The next day, you're through to Icy Strait Point, which is incredible. The Tlingit people have called it home for thousands of years. It's an incredible opportunity to view eagles and brown bears and humpback whales at home in their natural habitat. You know, you can go whale watching, you can learn the Tlingit tribal customs, you can buy arts and crafts, and then maybe later tuck into the best ever halibut chips that you'll ever experience. The seafood is just magical. Next, you're at Hubbard Glacier, nicknamed the Galloping Glacier because it's rapidly advancing towards the Gulf of Alaska into this area called Disenchantment Bay, and you may well see bits of it shearing off. This next photo is of that.
And is it as blue as it looks in that picture?
It really is. It's that kind of ice blue, that true ice blue. It's
they are
magical.
Fascinating things, aren't they?
They're fascinating, absolutely. And you know, you are surrounded. You're in the middle of this wilderness on this incredible luxurious ship. It's a real contrast, and it's beautiful. So the Hubbard Glacier, 76 mile long, 1,200 foot into the depths of the bay. It plunges. It's incredible. Next, you're then through in Juneau, Alaska. It's the Alaskan capital. It's a perfect blend of bustling city and breathtaking wilderness. Just north of the city, you've got the Mendenhall Glacier and what's known as the Juneau Icefield, which spans 1,500 miles and includes 38 different glaciers. Best of view from above. You can maybe do a trip on a helicopter if you want to, or take the gondola up to Mount Roberts, nearly 2,000 foot up, to see again the wildlife and some just amazing views. Try the crisp crab cakes, they're amazing. Next, Katatuan gets its name from a Tlingit phrase meaning the spreading of wings of a thundering eagle, and it's because that lots of these magnificent birds shelter and nest in the surrounding mountains. So it's a great opportunity to see that. It's also a chance to see the wonderful, this is the salmon capital of the world, so maybe you can kayak through these saltwater fjords and see the salmon leaping upstream. Cruise back through the Inside Passage, back to Vancouver. Then you get a 2-night stay in Vancouver. We've already talked about Vancouver, so we're going to show you a little bit of extra stuff now about Vancouver.
I'm glad we're back in Vancouver, actually, because I did think a night was a bit brief.
Yeah, it's more a taster, Sean. It's more a comfort stop, that. But it gives you an opportunity to plan maybe and have a little bit of an idea what you want to do. But when you do come back, there is so much for you to enjoy. And again, one of the big things I would say is to go up Grouse Mountain, and it's the biggest attraction there, and it's a sky ride, mountain sky ride. It's a 1-mile journey up 3,700 foot above sea level, and there's loads to do up there, and amazing views. Okay, then after you've done that 2-night stop in Vancouver, you're then going to transfer from your hotel to the train station. This is a fully escorted tour now, where you're going to explore Canada and the Rockies. It's incredible. It really, really is. You're going to go out on the Rocky Mountaineer, which has won 8 different World Travel Awards. You're upgraded here to the Silver Service, which is basically all-inclusive. They're going to bring you food and drinks. These huge windows as you travel on this train through the heart of the Rockies. And you're heading from Vancouver to Kamloops, where you're going to get a stay. You might see eagles gracefully soaring above, or a black bear lumbering in the canyon below. It's absolutely magical, and you get binoculars as well.
I would love to do this train journey with my brother. He loves his trains, and it's iconic, isn't it?
This is one of the best train trips you can do in the world, Sean, and he'll know about it, your brother, if you mention it to him. So you've got that to Kamloops, overnight in Kamloops. Then you get back from your hotel in Kamloops, you get back on board the Rocky Mountaineer, and you go through to Jasper, still continuing with the wonderful all-inclusive service. And then you get a 2-night stay in Jasper. And you know, Italy's got Venice and Florence. Well, Canada has got Banff and Jasper. It's an incredible, legendary marvel, and you know, it's a massive UNESCO protected site, exceptional natural beauty coupled with the amazing geological sights that you're going to see, the rocks, the beautiful open lakes, the mountains, the wildlife. It's stunning. You get included a highlights tour of the national park, which again is UNESCO protected. It's the largest of the Rocky National Parks, and you'll get to see the rugged peaks or maybe catch a glimpse of the wildlife that call this home. That's all included, so this is all still fully transferred, fully escorted. Then you're going to get on board a motor coach now and go from Jasper after your 2-night stay there to Lake Louise. You've got a 1-night stay in Lake Louise. You get another half-day tour to explore the Yoho National Park, including the spiral tunnels, the Emerald Lake, and the natural rock bridge that spans the Kicking Horse River. It's stunning, it really is.
It almost doesn't look real,
it almost looks like a complete Photoshop, and that's not, that's a real photo, Sean, you're totally right. Okay, so you get that then, a night in Lake Louise. Then again, you get back on the motor coach, and then you go through to Banff. This is so incredible. 1 night in Banff. You get a sightseeing tour, including Bow Falls, which I've been to, a beautiful Lake Minnie Walker, the Surprise Corner, I'm going to tell you what the surprise is, and the Hoodus. And the Banff Gondola is included here as well, which is amazing. And again, an incredible opportunity. This is the capital of the Rockies. It's beautiful, and you get this wonderful precarious balance between humans and nature, and it's really well maintained, that. And of course you get maybe elk wandering through Banff as well, just out of the wilderness. It's great. Then you transfer finally by motor coach from Banff to Calgary. This includes still, get this now, listen up, a Rocky Summit helicopter tour. You get a 12-minute helicopter experience going over the top of the Rockies. That's included in the price. And then you are in Calgary. This is the heart of Alberta's beef country. And you've got another stay there before you then have to fly back from Calgary to London. It's incredible.
And,
it really
if you try to arrange all of that yourself, all of the hotels, all of the transfers, the train journey, not only would it be very costly, it would be. I'd find that difficult.
Incredibly stressful, definitely, because of all the different moving parts. Yeah. But this is fully escorted. It is incredible. I mean, I got shown around the Rockies by an ex-Canadian girlfriend, and so I had a personal experience, and that was great, But because I had that personal experience, you're going to get that. Yeah. You need that because some of these places are in the middle of nowhere. You need to really plan carefully. This is going to take the pain out of it. It's going to really make it nice and smooth.
And is it lovely that you've got the fantastic cruise and then all of the land holiday together on this one? Now, Keith, I think, did an amazing job of talking you through that. But obviously, we could spend the whole hour talking about this. So give us a call on that free phone number, and our cruise advisors will give you a little bit more detail. But as Keith, you say, all things like the helicopter tour included, your return flights. You've got the pre- and post-cruise hotel stays in Vancouver, and of course Kamloops and Banff.
I mean, at the price, $3,799, people are going to see that and say that's a lot of money, but then look at what's included. Look at this now. Look at this now. This is what's included in your itinerary. Absolutely incredible.
Well, we've got a little list just to break that down.
Yeah, the tour of UNESCO World Heritage Site, Jasper Park, 2 nights in Jasper, the Ice Explorer, ride on the Ice Explorer as well, the Rocky Mountaineer 2-day journey from Jasper to Vancouver, which itself is worth so much, Yoho National Park, Banff, the helicopter tour, Calgary. There's so much included, and that's not even the cruise as well.
Well, if you are planning something really special next year, it really doesn't get better than this. If you want to upgrade to concierge as well on the cruise, we could arrange that for you, of course, as well. And we should mention, of course, with this being for 2017, you only need to find a deposit to secure your place tonight. In terms of prices, the prices are based on May dates there, but great prices right the way across the board. September actually the same price though, isn't it?
It is. I've got to say this. Jeff Scott's just tweeted this. He says, great to have Albert and Costello back together again presenting the show. Good fun. That's him. Karen Robinson said, I've missed the banter between you two while Sean has been away.
Oh, thank you. I've really missed being on the show. But I did have a good excuse. I was on a cruise.
Exactly.
Now, here's a recap of everything that we've seen on tonight's show with Planet Cruise. We start off this lovely 7-night Greek Isles and Montenegro cruise from Venice, of course, with MSC on board the Orchestra there. And the price is only $679, and that price is based on Manchester flights, of course, as well. If you do prefer flights from London, we could arrange that. And I tell you what, for £6 per person per night, I'd definitely go for an ocean view. It makes such a difference having all of that natural light in your stateroom as well. Then, my first cruise, 7 years ago, was it 8 years ago now, was where on this exact ship, still one of my favourites, it's the Independence of the Seas. Now, with this being an early booking, you're getting huge savings. It's only $879 for nearly 2 weeks, 12 nights. Take you to Canaries. Forgot to mention the ID number for this one is 113875, and you only need to find £150 to secure your place tonight on that one. I think that's amazing for Royal Caribbean, and I know you'll love the ship. Then Keith talked us through the 40-night Imperial Jewels of China from Shanghai with, of course, Viking cruises on board the Viking Emerald. It's ID number 111525, and the price is actually for a veranda. You also get the 2-night stay in Shanghai, you've got extra night stay in Beijing, you've got all of your tours included, and a saving of £1,000. You even get, by the way, free airport parking, free Wi-Fi, and if you have cruise with Viking for £100 off. And Keith, you also got things like all of your drinks with your meals, didn't you?
That's right.
And your
tours as well.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi on the ship's incredible.
It's very good value, again, when you break that down, and a deposit only needed tonight. Then, I think one of the best cruises ever from Holland America tonight. I mean, this is 5-star. You away for 2 weeks. You get 2 nights in Venice, and we have a price of $819. I don't know how we've done that, Keith.
It's only 400 quid. It's £409, £409.50 a night.
I know.
A week.
A week.
Incredible.
And you've even got, obviously your flights included as well. It's amazing value, that one, but we do think it's going to sell very, very quickly tonight. It's quite, it's quite close, because it's only, say, looking at the 28th of April there, so it's only around about, I don't know, 6 weeks away.
Oh, that's a good book, isn't it?
Hey, I get my new holiday allowance on the 1st of April, Keith. I do. I'm into my next, 819. Seriously, I'd love to do that one. Not sure what the boss would say that. Then we moved on to Princess Cruises, and now we've actually got a free all-inclusive drinks package on this one tonight. Again, that could be worth hundreds of pounds. You also get $75 on board spend, and if you have cruised with Princess in the past, you'll get an extra discount, bringing the price down to $899. 108777 is, of course, the ID number. And then we've just seen a trip of a lifetime, the 70-night Rocky Mountaineer and Alaska Discovery Cruise. Keith, we haven't got time to go through that in any more detail, but if you give us a call right now, we can talk you through, can't we?
Yeah, trip of a lifetime. Don't miss that.
Can I just say, Keith, lovely to be back with you on the show.
Yeah.
I want to meet this girlfriend. I'm worried that this girlfriend that Keith's got is an imaginary girlfriend, because I've never actually met her.
I blow her up at night, that's right, yeah.
How long have you been out with her?
We had our first year anniversary.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, make sure you bring her across on a meeter soon, won't you?
I will do.
That's
I really
Will
will
think
do.
she's imaginary. Can I just say thank you to everyone that's been watching the show. Keith, any more great tweets?
Yeah, Bev Chapman said, I feel number 23 won't be too long, talking about your cruises. Greg Smith being in touch, telling people great bargains. And Jonathan Bradley, great to see you both back. Love it. Wine flowing, Jonathan and Wendy.
Jonathan, Wendy, and thank you to everybody that's tuned in. I hope you book your cruise tonight, Keith. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon, mate.
And you.
And this imaginary girlfriend. Don't go anywhere. Loads of